What's up? We are going live today talking about Will Smith, the song, not the person. Let me put that in the chat. Will Smith lyric breakdown. And then pin it. Yes, sir. I don't remember how I did this last time because it's clearly not wanting to stay like there. Alright, did I sync my chair? I'm gonna sync my chair a little bit. There's nobody here, but I'm kind of vibing right now. Yeah, I just need one tool to make it happen. I'm a Will Smith. I don't keep a coupon on me. I know what the deal is. I know I like to just. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, because I'm gonna talk because people are gonna watch it anyways. Who's here? Somebody's here. Kirsten. Hey, dog. Hey, girl. All right. How's my audio sound? I feel like it sounds weird. Ew, I didn't like that. Let me put my phone on silent instead of vibrate. All right. So, I'm going to start this. Actually, let me play Liz's thing at the beginning because I don't remember what I had as part of the recording. I usually prepare like a little bit before I do these, but Zach was bothering me, so.
So I think maybe the only regret, and I don't even know if that counts as a regret, would just be those times of doubting myself. Because it's like, even if it does like crash and burn, then it crashes and burns and you move on.
Okay, yeah. Excuse me. So Liz was basically talking there about just like, I asked her, like I talked about before in the interviews, what was something that like held you back or something, and she was like, these biggest regrets or whatever were like times of doubt. And because like she cited the example, like when she first did Smile Project merch, she thought it was gonna be this big thing, like she had to be prepared, she needed all these things in order to do it, and then finally one day she just did it, and it was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And honestly, when I did merch the first time, I thought I was like, I can't sell merch, like nobody listens to my music, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not coming in there because I'm on live. Oh, I forgot to get Dad a Gatorade. I'm gonna tell Steven too if he gets on the live. So when I sold merch the first time, I was like I don't have no listeners. I didn't even have music, I don't think, on like actual platforms at that point. Like I was just strictly on SoundCloud, and I would put stuff on YouTube. And but then I made merch, and like people bought it like that, like they were like hotcakes. I was like, interesting. And so that was something that was very encouraging for me, that I was like, you know what, I can keep doing that. And eventually, as my music like got better, like sonically, like it picked up some more little by little. And so it was like things, I can do these things. What up, Bree? What up, Alex? So the lyrics, the hook, it starts with the hook, and it says, I just need one tool to make it happen. I'm a Will Smith. So the thing that like really inspired this song was, I saw a meme where it has like a blacksmith, but Will Smith's face is put over top of it. And there's like a little golden Will Smith like doll on his table, on the blacksmith Will Smith's table, and it says, Will Smith, Will Smith. Yes, Will Smith. And I laughed about that like so hard. And then I was like, well, Will Smith, like, but like Will. And after I recorded the song, when I first posted my post about the album, and the track list, Zach, who's been one of my biggest, I'm not gonna say haters, but like biggest opposers in making music, was like, why would you put he called this my breakout album. He's like, you put Will Smith on your breakout album? Like he didn't hear the songs really. He heard the beat. He did say he liked the beat, which was like a step like in the right direction, especially from all the music I've made. Like this is a beat I would just play through the house, and he'd come in here and actually vibe with it. He's like, I like this, makes more stuff like this. And so he was like, why would you make a song about Will Smith? I said, the song's not about Will Smith, it's Will Smith. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, it's Will Smith, like one word, it's Will Smith. He was like, the maker of wills. And literally that's how the song, like when I was writing it, I pictured, you guys see Endgame, Infinity War, where Thor goes to the one dude to make him the axe. Excuse me, I don't know why I always gotta burp when I get on live. But he goes to the one dude to make the axe. Like that's when I was thinking of like Will Smith, like someone who's forging will, literally crafting will to do things. So first line, I just need one tool to make it happen. I'm a Will Smith. Like will is the tool, like determination that I use like to get things done. Just like I was talking a lot before with the anime characters, how they're like refuse to lose or give up because they're just determined for whatever reason. The will is like me showing like I'm pushing through. So next line is, I don't keep a coupon on me. I know what the deal is. Like basically, like I know what's up. I know what's going on. I know what the deal is, or like a coupon will have like a deal. And so that's that line. I know y'all like to judge, so y'all go ahead and Uncle Phil this. In one sense, I want y'all to like feel this, and like of course I know y'all like to judge, people like to judge, and then of course it's a Fresh Prince reference to Uncle Phil, who was a judge at a point in the series. So yeah, I want y'all to feel this, but also like Uncle Phil this, because I already know people are going to judge me for doing whatever, and so I'm just like, whatever, whether it's good judgment, bad judgment, that's human nature, that's what we do. Next line, I make it happen, capping, while you capping, I ain't static. Make it happen, Captain is something I randomly just started saying one day. I should probably get merch that says that, honestly. I think in my music it goes at least as far back as, I guess it isn't even on all platforms. It was just a SoundCloud exclusive I released when I graduated called No Cap. I said make it happen, Captain, about that action now, or something like that. And then I said it on IDK Yet Slapdo or Quarantine Cypher, depending on which one you listen to. So then, while you capping, I ain't static. No will, no way, I found a way about it. I mean, if there's a will, there's a way is a popular euphemism that's been like around for who knows where it started. And just saying I found a way about it is like a way for you to deduce that, like, okay, well, if he found a way about it, that must mean he found the will to get through it. Excuse me. No skills, no worries, I can move a mountain. Moving a mountain, anytime you hear moving a mountain or walking on water, like in my songs, it's 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a faith reference, just meaning I have faith, I believe, whether it's believing in myself, it's believing in God, it's belief at that point. So no skills, no worries, like I don't have to have the skills or the qualifications to do certain things. I can move a mountain. That's Matthew, I can't think of the scripture where Yeshua was like, say to this mountain, you say this mountain be removed, and that. I really mean it if I say it, you ain't gotta doubt it. When I wrote this line, I was thinking of Naruto, because he always is like, believe it, like he says something and he's just like, believe it, and just wants people to like know that he's really about his word. He's like, I always stay true to my word. That's my ninja way. So you ain't gotta doubt it. Then last line of the hook, no request to estimate, just know that I'm about it. Well, I guess it's not the last line of the hook, last part of this section. No request to estimate, just know that I'm about it. So know that I'm about it, like, of course, just means like know that I'm about what I'm saying, like I'm not talking crazy, I'm gonna do it when I say it. And then no request to estimate actually is just kind of like to build into that. Like estimate means about it, and request kind of like prompting you to know. I don't know, it was like trying to wordplay there. And then it's just like one for myself, I can do it. Giving one for the haters, I can do it. One more time for the doubters, I can do it. One more time for the clout, I can do it. I chose purposely to put myself first there because I want people to realize I don't really like a lot of what I do. I don't do like what I do for other people, but I don't do for other people's like approval, by other people's standards. Like I don't do things to get a applause or for people to be like, yo, you did great at this. Like I do things because I want to help people, and that's part of me being me. And so I don't want to do that. Like that's part of my character, my nature. So I'm doing that for myself. 2 for the haters, and 2 and 3 for the haters, for the doubters, because like this song's about me like literally believing in myself. So I'm gonna talk about the haters and the doubters, of course. And then the last one's for the clout, because why not? You know, the other people, like the supporters, they already know I can do it. So I don't have to say it for them. Then it says, starts with the verse. I keep moving higher, feel the pressure in the air. Like, of course, just basic. I'm elevating, and of course, when you get physically higher, air pressure. Cause like, Steven, bro, can you do me a huge favor? Can you bring Dad up 2 Gatorades? I forgot to bring him one. I've been at the tables when I talk, these people stare. Basically, like, what's the saying? Like, you want to have your like your gift take you to, your character keep you where your gift takes you, or something like that. I've been at like places where like I say things like in positions, thank you, Steven, with like people like higher up people, in an educational sense, not so much in like I've had situations where like I've been with people that are like higher ups in like business to a smaller extent, not like super large, or like, but like in an educational sense where I talk about things like that I believe or that I think will benefit others, and like some people are just like speechless, like staring, or for one, like the way I present, they don't like agree with what I'm saying, or like think I'm talking crazy, or 2, they're just like astonished, like wow, like I never thought of it that way. And so that's that line. 3rd, don't talk about respect if you ain't trying to make it fair. I'm 20 years old. I'm still like, I've been a kid my entire life, and I feel like adults are like always, in my life, adults have always been like, you need to respect your elders, okay, but like don't treat me like I'm stupid because I'm a kid. Or like, y'all remember the SpongeBob movie where they was dogging on SpongeBob because he was a kid? Like, let's be fair, I'm a kid. Kids are just little people, they're people too. And so I feel like because I'm young, people will like often look down on me for that. People, and not just me specifically, people often look down on young people for absolutely no reason other than they're young. And so don't say we should respect you if you're in power, if you're older or whatever, if you're not trying to do something to level the playing field. Then if you're flexing your accomplishments, respect that. I don't care. Like, I don't care about like you flexing, you made all this money, blah 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 blah. Like, even people who like help people, like that burns me up so bad when people post videos of them like helping homeless people. Like, okay, like if you do like a big like an event, you take like a quick thing of it, but like the people who like go get all up in everybody's face and stuff, like just do it. Like, why do you need the clout? Why do you need the credit? Like, just do it. Like, if that's what you're really about, then be about it. Excuse me. Next 2 lines, I love these lines. So it says, I done heard a lot of people tell me that I can't. I remember I had this kid that I was friends with in high school told me, he was like, yo, just give up, like you're not gonna be a rapper. Like, and then I remember like he was probably one of the first people when I dropped Jane Doe. Jane Doe was like my first like bop. He had that John on repeat. He was like, yo, you're a rapper. I was like, yeah. And then just other people who were just like whatever, like about my music. They might not physically say that like I can't. Again, my brother is like a lot of pushback from him, but a lot of people whose actions will tell me that I can't, not their words. Exactly, Kirsten, look at me now. But so I had a lot of people tell me that I can't, so I swallowed all the T and started spitting that I can. All right. So can't is spelled CANT, right? I swallowed all the T like I was drinking the tea. Also, like T referred to like, ooh, that's T. Y'all know what T means. And started spitting that I can, CAN, with no T, because I swallowed the T. See, so started spitting that I can, like just me turning that around back for positivity. I don't wallow in defeat. The feet on me were made to stand. I just like the way that sounded, and it makes sense. Like, I don't like it get me down when people are like, oh, you can't do this. I'm like, I might be down for like a little bit, but like I get back up. My feet were made to stand. Kirsten, that's definitely one of my favorite lines on this song, dog. I'm on a different level now. It's higher Jackie Chan. Again, I'm going up. It's higher, and then higher, like Jackie Chan, karate guy. I was gonna say karate artist, but that's not I guess martial artist. You could call him a karate artist. Sorry, I just breathed really loud into here. Jackie Chan. Then that sets up for the next line where he says, they probably want to kick it, though they never gave a hand. So like when people see you successful, like they're gonna want to chill, hang out with you, even though they didn't help. Like, what was that child story? Like was that the little red hen who baked the pie and everybody? I literally say that later. But yeah. Though they never gave a hand. I lost my place. Gave a hand. Y'all put the doubt up on me. I'm the tortoise, not the hare. Like I'm taking my time with this. Like slow and steady really wins the race. The hare clearly, like there's a lot of people that I feel like I've been around that are clearly set up, like look like they should win, they should be successful, they should be good at this, should be good at that. The tortoise like does not. Like they're like, bro, you're gonna lose. Like every odd is against you, but I'm gonna keep going at this pace. And like y'all are doubting me, but like the tortoise won in the end. Y'all know the story. Then next line, going along with keeping the tortoise turtle theme, me and all my ninja turtles turn up on you squares. Because I can't actually say the N word in my songs without putting the explicit thing on there, unfortunately. Me and all my ninja turtles turn up on you squares, so I kept the turtle theme going.
Gibson.
Like, you know, we just get active, like me and my crew, like whoever I'm rocking with, we're making things happen. And then squares, you know, is an expression to mean like loser, dork, or whatever. And like I don't call people losers or dorks, whatever, but like, you know, be there or be square. You're not there because you're wearing around. Then I actually did do a shapes thing because squares, and it's kind of subtle. And then the next line starts with try, like triangle, but like that's all as far as the metaphor goes with that. Try us, you might die, the way we keep these shells prepared. Love this line too, because like shells prepared, you would think like a gun, like a bullet shell. Try us, you might die, way we keep these shells prepared. But then I actually explain that deeper in the next line where I say, I really mean we used to move in weight that's on our backs, which also like in a mainstream hip hop that would go really hard. Both of these lines would go really hard actually in mainstream hip hop because they sound like I was like I'm a shooter, or like I was moving weight like drugs. Early mean we was moving weight that's on our backs, but like turtles actually have like shells that are heavy. And then I explain it more. The next line says, the facts is that there's no pressure upon me that I can't bear. So literally just like whatever pressure y'all put on me, like I got it. Like that's no problem. I'm gonna keep it moving regardless. Excuse me. Then the end of this, I love how this played out. Stone said I was capping, so I gave him something to wear. Now when you get your merch, the prince is fresher than Bel Air. Alright, so if y'all didn't see my post when I posted the hats, I'm glad I didn't even think about this when I put the hat on for this video. A bunch of people, we had this group chat with people in my major. I'm an education major. The group chat is called the Teachers Lounge. I came up with the group name. I'm very clever, thank you. No. And a bunch of people were like, Matt, like when are you dropping merch again? Like I want to get some. And so I was like, oh guys, I'm gonna have to check on that. And maybe like a week later, I posted something, and this kid named Stone, I love Stone. Stone is hilarious, and Stone's very serious like a lot of times, but he can be really funny. And he commented on my post and said, he's like, so when's this new merch dropping? Were you capping? And when he said that, like, that was literally like, I texted Steph that, like, as soon as I saw that text, I said, all right, we're dropping new merch like as soon as possible, because he's not gonna say that I was capping. That's not gonna happen. I don't cap. Like, that's probably the not first time, but like the biggest instance of like me being peer pressured into anything, probably, besides myself pressuring myself, but that's not peer. That's okay, sorry. Yeah, and he did that. I was like, all right, we're dropping merch ASAP. And so he said I was capping, so I gave him something to wear, so I dropped new merch. And then now when you get your merch, the print is fresher than Bel Air. Of course, Will Smith, the name of the song, Will Smith was the actor in Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but in this sense, the prints, like the prints on the merch, is fresher than Bel Air. PRINTS, not PRINCE. Then it goes to the hook again, and then the second verse says, smithing all this will so you can see that I'm determined. Like, I'm just conjuring up all this like determination, basically, and so, and y'all will see it in my work ethic. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. They doubted I'm a killer, put the beat up on the gurney. That's basic, like, you know, I just killed the beat because they doubted me. I ain't worried about a score, but if it's points, just know I'm turning. Like this line, because I'm not worried about like how well I'm doing like compared to somebody else, or what, like on a ratings, like how many plays I have necessarily. But if it's points, just know I'm turning. Like, if we're looking at points, I keep saying this album is a character arc. I'm gonna say that probably in every single live that I do for it, and it's a turning point basically in my life where I started to look at things differently. So it's not like points like you would see like on a scoreboard, but it's a point like you would see on a plot chart, like exposition, rising action, climax, falling action. What's the ending called? Resolution. Yeah, I'm an English major. Turning. Solstice, Will Smith, I wield my mind and my emotions. I forgot about this line. Solstice, with the U, like solstice, is actually the name of the last album I put out, which was June 19th last year? I don't know, June something last year, whatever Friday was like right before the solstice, which was like talking about like basically life being in the happiest season of my life, because I could control my perspective. Solstice, Will Smith, not like Will Smith the actor again, Will Smith, one word, the maker of wills. I wield my minds and my emotion. There is this thing where I don't know like who coined this idea or whatever, but like the three parts of, I want to say, of the soul are like broken down into mind, emotion, and will. And we talked about that like years ago in Sunday school, and I don't know why, I was just writing this song. I like hadn't thought about it in a long time, and it just snapped back to me. I said, I need to put this in here. And so I mentioned the other two parts there, mind and emotions, as a part of the soul. Whoa, I moved from an artist to an artisan. When I was thinking this, there was this joke about not a joke, but like the PSATs. Y'all ever take the PSATs? Like, Pennsylvania people, y'all are all Pennsylvania here, and they're like, don't discuss any of the things. Well, like, there were memes go around every year, and I remember the one, there was like a thing the second year I took them, there was this story about the word artisan being used too lightly, and so every time I see this word I think about that story. But I moved from an artist to an artisan, like, of course, artist, like a musical artist, a person who makes music, as a rapper, whatever, to an artisan, like as a worker in a skilled trade, like, Will Smith, as a smith, moved from an artist to an artisan, I'm Carlton, again a reference to the Fresh Prince. Like y'all know, Carlton was his cousin. Too rich in my inheritance to not come off as arrogant. Carlton would always say like, I'm too rich for this, like when he didn't want to be bothered or something, or like something didn't go his way. And he did, of course, always come off as, very often, not always, but very, very often come off as arrogant in a lot of situations. And so like I realized, like as a child of God, as like I know what's laid up for me, like in the long run in heaven, like what I have, what powers inside of me. So like I know what's mine. So I might come off as arrogant sometimes when I say stuff. And me being arrogant, like I talk about again in another song on this project, but I'm not like a jerk like in person. Like those you know me know I'm like a nice person. I think I'm a nice person. You guys don't think I'm a nice person, let me know. But like I don't think I come off as like arrogant, but sometimes I have moments and I was just like I'll think something or I'll say something and I'll catch myself and be like, that was kind of arrogant. Like yeah, and I've recognized that, I think, for real with this project. So to not come off as arrogant, I'm confident that I can do it like the little engine. I'm mad Sydney's really not here. She said, oh well, Sydney is here. She joined. Wow, I didn't see her thing. I don't know if she's still here, but she was reading the little engine that could earlier today to her students. But like, I'm confident that I can do it like the little engine, you know, the little engine that could. There's nothing there really there. Oh yes, that's up for the next line. Locomotive when I move. Okay, like train, like a locomotive. That's like the name for like the engine. But then like loco means crazy in Spanish, and motive like your reason, your motivation for doing something. The last line, because my reasons don't make no sense. So my reasons are like crazy, like loco motives for doing things. Because a lot of times when I do things, people are like, why are you doing that? And people just don't get it. Like in the first line of the first verse, people are like stare, like they don't get it. They look at me crazy. So then that's when the beat switches, and then I say, when I show up at a meeting, probably turn a lot of heads. Literally, people looking at me crazy again. The way I talk about stuff. They gonna tell me that I don't belong, like Kevin Hart's legs. Y'all know the TikTok sound where it's like, you need to leave. Like that's what I feel like, especially once I graduate. I'm in like a lot of. I feel like it's gonna be hard to find a school district to teach in. Sometimes because like the way that, even from what I've learned and like studied, like this isn't just the way I feel. Like literally from what I've learned, I feel like it's gonna be hard to find a district that's actually gonna let me like put that style, and not even style wise, like, but I guess ideology of teaching to practice for real. And so I feel like that's gonna be a big thing. Like a lot of heads are gonna turn in those situations with administrators, principals, whoever. They're gonna tell me that I don't belong like Kevin Hart's legs. And literally just Kevin Hart's legs, they don't belong because he's short. They be short. So tell me that I don't belong like Kevin Hart's legs. I never miss a step. I got a basket full of eggs. There's the old saying, like, don't put your eggs in one basket, because of course, like, if you drop the basket, like, they're gonna all crack. But I feel like everything that I've done, everything that I do is really towards the same ends. Like with my music, I don't say that all the time. With my music, with my degree in education, like I put my heart, my soul, my life, blood, sweat, tears, all that into this. And so I still got a basket full of eggs. I didn't drop them. I ain't cracked none of them. I got back in the garden learning how to jump the fence. Meaning I've gotten to these, like, I'm gonna get, oh, there's my alarm, too bad. To these higher level places, not necessarily through traditional means. This is a reference, of course, to Genesis, where like they were kicked out of, Adam and Eve were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, but like and ultimately that's like the biblical, I guess, resolution, not like resolution, to be back in a state of unity with God, in community with God, I guess. And so the garden is symbolic in that sense, but also like I remember we had like not an argument but like a debate at dinner one day with my parents, and she was talking about like etiquette and
Matt Gibson.
like little stuff like your elbows on the table or something, or like knowing what kind of force to use. I said, who am I really gonna be with? And like, that's really this like uppity about these kind of rules. Like, why is it important? For what? For what reason? Like, what purpose is that serving? If not, like, I don't need that, like, that kind of structure. If it's just there to be there, I don't need that. And so like, she was saying, well, you're gonna be at these places and people are gonna look at you weird because your elbows are on the table or something. That's not like exactly, but like that's an example. And so I feel like being an untraditional person, like in a very traditionally like minded fields, like being a teacher, like it's gonna be, I'm gonna be a fish out of water, I think, to a decent extent, and that's kind of where I'm going there. What up, Swank? Next line. People that was doubting start to try and make amends, and this is talking about like once you succeed or whatever in the way. People that was doubting start to try and make amends. They gonna at you in a tweet and say, I thought that we was friends. And like once you do well, succeed or whatever, accomplish your goals, people are so quick to support you then, but like the whole way along the road. And like this is nothing like surprising to anybody. We all know this, but I'm just like verbalizing it like this. They're gonna at you in the tweet and say, I thought that we was friends. I never said we wasn't, because like, and I guess in that sense is because like, not that I'm gonna be like, oh, like I don't need you, y'all, you wasn't there when I was down, don't be there when I'm up or whatever. But I feel like I'm too focused to like, if when things go well for me to like, all right, stop and be like, all right, like, hey, you appreciate what I'm doing. I have to like personally like, I don't know, like go out of my way to like acknowledge that. Like I have more things to do, no disrespect to anybody, but like the people who are with me, who are helping me on along the way, of course, like you're sweating with me, you gonna get like your seats at the table, you're gonna get a plate. Your seat's been there. So they go at you to edit tweet said, we was friends. I never said we wasn't, we just different in the end. And that's the thing too, like a lot of times people, like you can be friends with somebody and like y'all just have different paths. Like that happens. Like no hard feelings, no nothing. Like we all cool. It's whatever. Like it's all good. We just different in the end. So they go pick up a sword if they can't kill you with a pen. And that's like, of course, not the actual friends, but like, you know, the saying, the pen is greater than the sword, meaning like words are more powerful than like any weapon. Sticks and stones may break my words, but like the opposite of sticks and stones may break my words. Like words do hurt. They hurt a lot more. But then a lot of times like people will get attacked literally physically if your words, like they don't let their words get to you. Sometimes when it's like on higher scale things, like I think I heard somewhere that like most rappers die in their own city, which like it wasn't because someone was just talking smack about them, they was acting smack too. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I feel like I'm doing really poorly right now. I'm really tired. So they go pick up a sword if they can't kill you with a pen. Next line, they didn't want to bake it, now they all up in the pie. Literally, like I was talking about the story with the little red hen, I think is, and none of the other animals wanted to help bake the pie, but then she baked the pie. Or was it bread? I don't care what it was. And they just, afterwards, they was like, hey, let me get a slice. And he was like, no, y'all didn't bake it. So they didn't want to bake it, now they all up in the pie. You can bury me alive, like berry pies are made with berries, but like actually like you can bury me alive. Just know that I refuse to die. That's my will again showing through. Like don't let them clip your wings when they find out that you can fly. When people like see you doing something, like y'all know the memes that are like, dudes will see you doing blah 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 blah, but then say like XYZ. Those memes, it's like people are always going to find something negative to say about you, like no matter what, it's going to happen. And so you can't let that get to you. when they find you fly, you can see these people better when you're looking from the sky. I think a slight regret have, I maybe not regret, I don't know, see these people better, because I don't think it's better or worse, but like it's a different perspective. Like when you're successful, like people, you see them differently. And then I said that in the next line actually. A lot of people's colors start to change. Aunt Viv, excuse me, another Fresh Prince reference. Like people's true colors show, like you'll see them when you're successful and they're just like back where they were the whole time. You're gonna see who these people really were. But like in the Fresh Prince, they actually changed the actors for Aunt Viv, and so like one Aunt Viv was light skin, one Aunt Viv was dark skin. Literally people's colors changing. When you do the unexpected, they're gonna tell you, man, chill. Like people are gonna tell you to calm down because like you're not following the rules or like adhering to the etiquette or whatever. When you build yourself a home, again another reference to my Google Home. Is that the name of the song? Yeah, Google Home. Which I didn't realize I referenced that much on this project. But they're gonna tell you they want to crush your molehill, but they can't move a mountain, homie. They ain't got the skill or the will. So like, you know the saying, don't like making a mountain of a molehill. They want to crush like your molehill. To you, like your accomplishment doesn't even seem that like big. It's just like, yeah, I just did that. Like you get to the point you've been doing things like forever, and you're just like, yeah, like that was easy. And people want to take that away from you, but to them, like that's a mountain. Like what you did, like that's impossible for them to do. And that's why I'm saying they ain't got the skill or the will, meaning they don't have the faith, or like in the hook I said, no skill, no worries, but they don't have the will, like they don't have the faith, and they physically like can't take that away from you. And so they just like have no choice but to like revel in your, like literally your success. And it's just like, I did it. They can't move a mountain. That's the mountain you built, and that's it. They ain't got the skill or the will. And then I do the hook again, and I purposely chose not to do the I can do it part, or not the like to say who it was for anymore. At the end I still say I can do it, but I'm like, I just say I can do it because like at this point, like it was kind of a growth through the song. Like it's not really for anybody, it's getting done. These are the things that I know need to get done, whether it's for me, for them, for whoever. These are the things that need to happen, and I'm gonna make them happen. Make it happen, Captain. And so that's that. And then I want to talk about Liz's quote at the end too. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. I was thinking there was a different thing. No, she literally just says, "Why did that take so long?" And like she said in the beginning quote, like you were waiting like all this time to do something that you thought was going to take all this energy, all this stress, or whatever, and like you put your mind to it. That's like, you ever have them assignments you be putting off, bro? Like they give them to you forever ago, and
those times of doubting.
Sorry, that was throwing me off. Assignments like professors give you weeks in advance, and you're like, I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. And then finally, it's due tomorrow, and then you sit down to do it, and it takes you 15 minutes. That's what it felt like. And so that's why I felt like a lot of things I wanted to talk about with this song. And so I don't know if anybody who's still here has any questions about the song or whatever. But I appreciate you guys for coming. I'm going to post this, so you guys like, share, tell a friend, and appreciate you guys. And I will see y'all. I'll probably come back maybe Thursday to do, am I off Thursday? No, I work Thursday night. Thursday or Friday to do Case. I'm really excited for Case. But yep, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace.